Hi, 欢迎回到 Eva Talks Chinese. Every year, around Chinese New Year, hundreds of millions of people in China travel at the same time. Trains are sold out, tickets are nearly impossible to get. This phenomenon is called 春运, the Spring Festival travel rush. 春运世界上几乎只有中国有。But here's the real question.Why are Chinese people so determined to go home for Spring Festival, no matter how hard it is? At first glance, Spring Festival looks like a time for family reunion. And yes, family matters. But in Chinese culture, reunion means something deeper. For many Chinese people, going home for Spring Festival is not just about missing your family.It's also about showing that you survived the year. 中国有一个词叫衣锦还乡 It means returning home in glory. Traditionally, it implies that after working away from home, you come back with achievements, especially financial ones. Deep down, many people feel this pressure. Did I earn enough this year? Can I support my family?Do I look successful enough when I walk through that door? That's why Spring Festival reunion often carries not just warmth, but also responsibility, and sometimes shame. In many Western cultures, spending Christmas with family is important, but it's usually a personal choice. In China, Spring Festival feels different. Not going home is rarely seen as a neutral decision.It often feels like breaking an unwritten rule. 能不能回家过年本身就是一种交代。For many people, no matter how far, how expensive, or how exhausting the journey is, going home is a responsibility. Even saying, I couldn't get a ticket doesn't always feel like a complete excuse. That strong sense of must is exactly what creates something extraordinary.When hundreds of millions of people feel they must go home, and they all do it within the same few weeks, you get 春运. This isn't just a transportation issue, it's a cultural consequence. Every year during Spring Festival, ticket availability, train capacity, and travel pressure become national news.In 2008, during a severe snowstorm, millions of people were stranded at train stations. It wasn't just chaos, it became a national concern. That tells you something important. Spring Festival travel is treated as a collective responsibility. 春运 exists not because China has a large population, but.Because millions of people share the same cultural belief. No matter what happens, you go home for Spring Festival. 春运不是交通问题，是文化的结果。So, here's my question for you. In your culture, is there a holiday that carries this much responsibility?If you are curious about how Chinese culture shapes daily behavior, especially during Spring Festival, this series will continue. 关注我，我们下期继续聊春节文化。